friends. Welcome to number 2 of the Sunday edition. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to have you here. I have my cup of green tea. I already had my coffee earlier. It's cold today, but I sat outside with the birds and there's blue skies even though it's cold. It was really beautiful. I hope you're having a good morning or a good day whenever you are finding this video. Make sure you're wearing nice, comfy clothes. Come to a comfortable seat down on the floor. It's okay if you don't have a mat. If not, just find a place that's comfy. And we're gonna get into some nice stress relieving stretches. So we're actually gonna be seated just like this for much of today's little stretch session. So I'm sitting up on a blanket. If you wanna do that, go ahead, I'm on a pillow, excuse me. Go ahead, grab a blanket or a pillow. Make yourself nice and comfy, especially if you are not super comfortable in cross-legged. Cross-legged doesn't work for everyone. You can try to elevate your hips a little bit, but if that still doesn't feel good, we're gonna be sitting for a while, so I want you to find whatever seat feels awesome for you today. So you don't have to be cross-legged, you can have one leg out, you can come to like a little 90-90, you can just have your feet down the floor, whatever is comfy for you. We're gonna really focus on neck and shoulders and kind of scapula, upper back today, because if you're feeling a little tense, I hold a lot of stress in my shoulders and you probably do too, right? We're always kind of like here. That's where we hold so much tension. So this is gonna be kind of focused on relieving some of that. So take it easy. Just find something here that you love, make it your own. We'll go ahead and get started. All right, come to that comfortable seat of your choice. You made it. You carved out this time. I'm so proud of you. We're gonna go ahead and get started by deepening our breath. So we're gonna take that deep breath through our stretches. Our muscles need that oxygen. Take a nice big breath in and a slow exhale out. On your next inhale, we're gonna bring our shoulders up by our ears, and if you are a little tight, a little tense, this might feel super awkward and uncomfortable. Doesn't have to be a big movement, just bring them up a little bit. On an exhale, let them drop. Gentle, but let them drop down. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Big breath in, shrug those shoulders up. Ooh, they might be feeling tight. Exhale, drop them down. 1 more time, big breath in. On your exhale, just let them go. Awesome job. We're gonna do a little flow for the shoulders. This is one of my favorites, to just get a little bit of movement and just start to loosen up a little bit in the neck and shoulders. So on an inhale, bring your arms up halfway. Awesome. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. Try to really hold on to the backs of your shoulders. We're up nice and tall in the spine, but drop your chin to your chest. You can take a couple of deep breaths in and out here, really squeezing, giving yourself a big hug. On an inhale, lift your elbows, look up. You can kind of lean forward into this, maybe a slight arch in the lower back. Lift your arms all the way up, big stretch. Exhale, float your arms down, chin to chest. I'll just pause here for a second. Maybe some muscles are talking to you. Maybe you realize, ooh, I didn't know how tight I was. We're gonna do that a few more times and we'll have the opportunity to kind of explore a little bit. Big breath in, arms up halfway, shoulder height. This time as you exhale, try to bring opposite arm on top in that hug. So if you weren't paying attention, it's probably the one that feels a little weird. pull your shoulders apart, drop your chin to your chest. Pause here. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And then on an inhale, we're gonna unwind, stretch up. You can rotate your wrists one way or the other. You can kind of twist into this a little bit. And then exhale, fold your arms down. Drop chin to chest for a second. Amazing. This time we're gonna inhale, give me 2 thumbs up. And then we're gonna start with our right hand. Keep breathing deeply. We're gonna roll that shoulder forward as we bring that thumb down. If you like, you can reach opposite arm away from you. And then take it to the other side. Ooh, a little bit of shoulder mobility. Now, if this is not available to you, then that's totally fine. If you don't wanna bring your thumb all the way down, you can come halfway. Wherever your shoulder is telling you to take this movement, listen. I don't want you to feel any pain. That is never our goal. Our goal is always to feel an awesome stretch, not a painful stretch. Amazing. Let's do one more time each side, bringing those shoulders out. And then big breath in, reach back behind you. We're gonna pull our shoulder blades together, open in the chest. Exhale, give yourself that big hug, drop chin to chest. Be here for a second, breathing deeply. And then on an inhale, we're gonna unwind, reach up, look up, big, big, big stretch here. Again, we can kind of twist one way and then the other, like we're just getting out of bed. Maybe we are. And then go ahead and float your arms down. This time, kind of pull them back behind you a little bit. Shoulder blades come together, reaching hands back behind us. We'll pause for a second. You can look up slightly just to keep that nice straight line through your neck. Breathe deeply. And then go ahead and release. We're just gonna do that one more time. So arms at shoulder height. Again, we're gonna roll one shoulder forward and then the other. Make this your own. Make this movement as big or as small as you like. One more time each side. Ooh, my shoulders are kind of talking to me. And then inhale, reach those arms back, chest forward, big stretch for the upper back. Exhale, give yourself the hug, opposite arm on top if you can. Drop chin to chest, sit up nice and tall. Pause here for a couple of deep breaths. And when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll unwind, reach up one last time for this big, big stretch. And exhale to float your arms back behind you. We'll rest on our fingertips for a second, looking forward. I don't know if you can hear, they're mowing the grass behind me. That's okay. We deal with whatever distractions come our way, right? One more big breath in. Exhale to release. Take a sip of tea while we let the lawnmower go by. Go ahead and bring your right arm across. We can kind of cradle it with our left arm, left elbow, and we're gonna guide that right arm across our body. So a couple of things, we're gonna try to sit up nice and tall through the spine, and we're gonna pull that right shoulder down. If we're tight, if we have a lot of tension, it's gonna be creeping up by our ear. That's all right, we're just gonna encourage a little bit of space. As you gently guide that arm across your chest, we should feel a nice stretch in that right shoulder. And you can kind of let your head drop over towards the left, stretching out through the right side of the neck, relax through the face, relax your jaw. Breathe deeply here. Awesome. And then you can bring your head up. Let's go ahead and just look towards our right shoulder. Ooh, a nice stretch now for the neck. And then you can go ahead and release everything. Shake that arm out a little bit. We're gonna bring left arm across now. Same thing. We'll catch it with our right hand and kind of let it rest a little bit in our right elbow. Again, we'll just check in with our spine. So trying to sit up nice and tall. We're not rounding the shoulders forward, right? Because that's what we're kind of trying to work on avoiding here. Giving our shoulders a little bit of a break. And then we'll just gently pull that left shoulder down. And you can let your head tilt over towards the right. It smells really good, like fresh grass, because they're cutting the grass outside. My allergies don't love it, but it smells amazing. Good, and now we can go ahead and look towards the left shoulder. Still guiding that arm across, getting that amazing stretch in the left shoulder. Awesome, and then you can go ahead and release that. We're gonna bring our hands to our shoulders now. So elbows are going left to right here, and just nice and easy. Again, we're gonna be up nice and tall through our torso, through our spine. It might be helpful, especially if we feel a little bit of a dip in our lower back. It might be helpful to pull your belly button in so you can kind of feel your lower ribs knitting under. Your lower back is nice and firm. Core is engaged. Don't worry, we're not doing anything crazy. This move you might see in Flex Heat this week, a little sneak preview if you're looking for something to challenge the core. But today it's gonna be a nice, easy stretch. So go ahead and drop those shoulders down on exhale. We're sitting up nice and tall, and we're just gonna twist towards the right, look towards right shoulder. And then we'll come through center nice and easy. Twist towards the left, look towards left shoulder. One more time each side, nice and slow. Just getting this little gentle spinal twist. Relieving a little bit of tension in the back. Go ahead and come back to center. And now we're just gonna lean over towards the right, bringing right elbow down. Doesn't have to be far, it can just be like an inch or two. We'll be mindful of how we place our neck. Just a little side body stretch, big breath in, exhale to bring it through center, and over towards the other side. Ooh, something cracked in my back. Try to relax into this on your exhale. And then bring it back up, release your hands. Amazing, amazing job. We're gonna have one more little stretch together before we say goodbye for today. We're gonna transition onto all fours. So if you are using a blanket or a pillow, you can continue using that to pad your knees if you like. In fact, I'm going to do that. So we wanna find our nice tabletop here. So just mindful of the placement of our hands and our knees, trying to bring your wrists to stack underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath the hips will come to our nice table. It's all about how it feels and all about that joint placement, not what it looks like, because we're all built differently. So your table might look totally different from my table, and that's amazing. We're just gonna really focus on that joint placement so we can get the most out of our stretches together. So we're gonna do a little spinal flexion to close out today, but we're gonna add a little bit onto it if you like. Big breath in, drop your belly, tailbone comes up, pull your shoulders back, look forward, stretch stretching through the abdominal, stretching through the throat, the lower back. If you've done any kind of ab work, this should feel amazing. On an exhale, reverse that, rounding through the spine, tucking your chin to your chest, pulling your belly button up and in, pressing out of your palms to get into your mid-back. Let's just do that one more time like that. Inhale to drop your belly, look forward. Exhale to round through the spine. Now come back to our flat back. I know I just lectured us about joint placement. We're gonna walk our hands forward a little bit here though, because we're gonna add on to our spinal flexion. If you like, if this doesn't feel good, then keep doing what we were just doing. But on our inhale, when we drop our belly, we might lean forward a little bit, just a little. On our exhale, as we round through the spine, tucking chin to chest, we might start to lean back. Maybe sit on your heels. Maybe reach your hands far forward, stretching through the shoulders. Move with your breath. So inhale to drop your belly, look up. Maybe you drop your hips down if that feels good in the back. And then as we exhale, rounding through the spine again, maybe we sit back on the heels, maybe forehead comes down to the floor. Play around with it a little bit and see what feels good for your back today. Maybe we drop our hips all the way down, pulling shoulders back and down. And then maybe we come to this restorative move. Wherever you are, go 2 more cycles on your inhale and exhale. One last time, and then everyone will meet. Sitting back on our heels, reaching our hands forward. Forehead down to the floor. You can rock gently left to right if that feels good in the shoulders and hips. Maybe look under one arm, look under the other arm, a little final twist through the spine. Let's take one more really big breath in together. And a slow exhale out. Awesome job. We can slowly walk our hands back, stacking up through the spine, rolling the shoulders back and down. Come to your comfortable seat of choice and just take a second. You can grab your coffee or tea. See how you feel. Maybe it's a little easier to drop those shoulders down. I hope so. Thank you so much for showing up with me today. I'm so happy we were able to spend this time together. I hope that the rest of your day treats you well, and I'll see you next time.